impress girls with your jewelry or with what you drive or with buying them drinks or etc. Me, I'd prefer to invest in myself because I don't think anyone else is going to invest in me if it doesn't look like I'm willing to invest in myself and take that initial risk. And that's the difference between me and a lot of other people. So basically how the song came around is I wanted to do a freestyle to kick off the year, something really grimy, and then the opportunity presented itself when Stormzy and Wiley started clashing because they brought a spotlight back to grime for a bit. So I decided that I was going to make the most of that and drop one of the sickest freestyles of the year. Jammer, calling me family, same man snake me for free bag sadly. Somebody go and tell Bumba Clark Portrait BBK's hype man don't at me. Basically Jammer from Boy Better Know conned me, swindled me out of £3,000. And then there was another separate situation going on at the time where he was constantly atting me on social media. So my response to that was, how can you at me if you owe me money? AKA somebody go and tell Portrait BBK's hype man don't at me, because how can you at someone when you owe them money? He said if I got rushed he would back me, that's how I knew he was taking a Dot Rotten ran up on Shiz McNaughty and Jammer did what? Didn't do prick. Around the same time as that situation, I had a FaceTime with Jammer and he basically told me that I'm like family to him, and if he got rushed I would back him, and if I got rushed he would back me. And I found that really funny because when one of his own friends got rushed by someone else, he didn't do anything about it, and it happened while he was there. So it's a bit of a lie you're telling there. I didn't want to mention Dot, my man's washed and he looks like he don't wash. I mean, that one's fairly self-explanatory. This Don does not know what a Lynx Africa set is, does not know what body spray is. I doubt he even knows how to spell shower gel, and I'm pretty sure he's allergic to soap and water. Them man, they don't bust the cannon, the only time they clap is a round of applause. Man said he trapped for his mum, but she owned the house you lived in. You weren't poor, you were doing up ski trips vacay. I heard you suck toes, that's cray cray. And the girl you loved left you for me, I could tell you all about. Right, so this next bar is about a certain individual. I'm not going to mention any names. But basically, it's someone who likes to talk a lot of badness in his lyrics. Unfortunately, also someone that has been discovered to enjoy sucking toes a lot, which is very crazy. And also someone who had the love of his life stolen away by another man. Not going to mention any names. Stolen by... You get me? Gets like that sometimes. Don't talk like that. Eskimo dance, you didn't talk like that. Tell your bubble lip brethren to fall right back. Car bounce, he made him walk like that. So basically, while I was on Eskimo dance at Printworks in South London, someone wanted to come up on stage and have a talk to me. Again, not going to mention any names. And essentially twisted a story and put it out there that he supposedly G-checked me. Now, the conversation that took place, the first line was, "What? Are you onto me?" And obviously everybody knows that if you're about that life, you probably would have asked someone, "What are you on?" Just saying. That's funny. Collect the dough, but you still look bummy. Or what a Ross Clark did you buy with the money? That's like saying you're a lyrical gun, but you ain't got lyrics or guns. That's funny. One of this guy's lyrics is, "I'll collect the dough like, oi, give me that. You ain't a bad man, don't give me chat." Which is ironic. Because if you're collecting dough, why the do you still look so bummy? That makes no sense. And you ain't a bad man, don't give me chat. Man literally tried to act like a bad man to me on stage and tried to give me chat, and then tried to say to next man he G-checked me. How do you G-check someone? By asking them, "Are you onto me?" Fam. Furthermore, Wiley don't like that I worked with Dizzy. Me and Wiley had a song before that, but he didn't let me put it out. That So I've already put this one publicly out there, but me and Wiley had a song previous to me and Dizzy Rascal having a song, but he didn't let me put it out. And then it was around the time that I put the picture and started working with Dizzy Rascal that Wiley decided to start showing me love publicly after not letting me release that song. You'll never be the boy in the corner. You're just the boy that's beside the boy in the corner. Kept telling me to come studio, then didn't send the address. Nah, that's out of order. Now, the thing about this lyric is, I know that one of the things that hurts Wiley the most is not having the Grime Bible, like not having the album that everyone can look up to. That's always going to be Dizzy Rascal. So that was more of like a lyric that I knew was going to personally hurt him. Also, me and Wiley was meant to go studio on several occasions. He messaged me, text me, said, "Yo, come to the studio." But every time I'd ask for the address, or I'd be like, cool, I'm ready, what's the address? He would always never reply, or he'd go missing or go walkabout. So I don't know what the he's doing, but you get me? Man try call me an industry plant. Fam, are you taking a mick? They can't figure out how I got this far, so they see me and think I'm taking a But the difference is, yeah, I took the risk to gain opportunities you never did. While you spent money on weed and Riz, I spent money on an EP mix. Now, this is a rumour that's been circulating about me. I don't even know who made it up, but it's been fucking circulating for a long time. Essentially, I'm meant to be an industry plant. And when I questioned someone who said I was an industry plant, they reckon I'm planted by the BBC. It's one of the most dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. I am not industry plant. I am here from grime, foundation, roots level upwards. Like me, South London, born and raised, Lewisham, all of that. But a lot of people aren't sure how I managed to get to the position I'm in the amount of time I have. And what I'm basically trying to explain is that certain opportunities that other people would squander are the opportunities that I took with both hands and made the most of. Furthermore, while other people would prefer to spend their money on like alcohol or nights out or weed or Rizla or anything else, I would always invest my money back into my music. So from when I had a job, every piece of money that I got from my job, I'd put back into my music, and that's how I would kind of elevate myself. I was investing. Just gotta wait for to stop making noise. Gonna have a like, you know when you swear and you get that. So that's why man can say
this is in.
Rascal. Obviously, we're not taking that one out because represent the black man's.
So are these all bloopers?
Yeah.
So man can just troll you now.
You can hear me. So why are you shaking your head? You can hear me. So how do you know what I'm saying? So how are you replying? You weren't on it, your dad weren't on it. Guess your mum should have had a real nigga in the house to defend her. Broken woman,